Okay, now we get to explore Tatooine. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This video is cursed. It's so unbelievably cursed. Not cursed in a funny way. Not like, oh, haha, cursed image. No, like, genuinely, this has been the most infuriating thing recording this video. Because I have had my software crash on me every time I've tried playing this. The recording software, not the game. And I don't know why. I got super far into it, and I'm having to do it all again. And then on top of that, to make it worse, I look right over here, and we got a Duros talking with some really scuffed-looking dude, and a clone of said scuffed-looking dude walking by. And I'm like, well, you know, that's bad, but at least there's not two of them. That's right, I'm seeing double. Literally the exact same conversation. Right back there. This is a glitch in the Matrix. Then next I'm gonna see three... Oh, hell no, there's actually a third group of them. This is insane! Yeah, this is Anchorhead, and, I guess George Lucas has been here because there's giant CGI creatures. Oh boy, a character with an actual name. I can't wait to see what she wants from us.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left.
Oh, I see what's going on. Hey guys, I found the first morality choice of the planet. What do you need? I'm Aaron Yeager. I'm here to help if I can. Or I could just say, I have no time for beggars. Nah, this isn't KOTOR 2. What's up?
Thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
The heck is a raid plate? What is that? Is that like a commemorative or something? Don't let Junior Asparagus near that thing, he'll break it. Let me get this right. Your plan is you want me to sell this this raid plate, some sort of trophy from an animal for you. But you can't do it yourself because you don't have a hunting license. So you talk to the one guy in town who just showed up and doesn't have a hunting license. What am I supposed to do to help you?
But you look... I'm sorry, I thought you looked equipped like a hunter. Are you sure you're not going to be getting a license?
Why on earth do I need one? Tell me one reason why I would need to get a hunting license.
I mean, you don't look like a farmer, and the only way to be allowed out of Anchorhead is to get a hunting license.
Well, yeah, duh, I'm gonna get a hunting license. What do you think I am, stupid? No, I love hunting. I love going out there, taking a couple of, cracking open some cold ones with the boys, handling firearms in the middle of a secluded area where the ambulance can't get to us very quickly. Yeah, I'm down for that. Actually, I haven't been hunting in real life in a while. I need to do that again. Okay, where do I get one of these licenses?
Czerka Corporation sells them out of their office just south of here in the center of Anchorhead. That's where my husband got his. I think they charge 200 credits, but they've been known to make exceptions. Please, no one else will help.
Known to make exceptions, huh? Well, how about that? Looks like I got another opportunity to use my magic powers to manipulate someone's sense of self. I'm here for it. Give me that free card, baby.
You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits.
This thing's worth 500 credits, and it's presumably on an animal just out there roaming the desert that I could go, like, farm with said hunting license. You know what? No, yeah, I'm gonna get the hunting license for free. Even if I wasn't, that's 200 bucks to spend on the hunting license. I'm getting 500 from the thing here. You don't need to be like the art of the deal in order to understand this is a good trade-off. Heck, I'm getting that hunting license for cheaper because I'm gonna use the Force to, like, you know, ruin this guy's weak mind. So I'm gonna tell you what, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do to you, sharks. I'm gonna pay you an extra $200. You can take it. I'm gonna get my good boy points. We'll all be happy. No one's gonna be unhappy with this deal.
700 credits. Oh, thank you. It is more than generous of you. I don't know what to say. I just don't.
What was that all about? Are you going soft on me?
Listen up here, Canderous. Considering the lengths I am willing to go to get HK-47 into our party, trust me, I need a little bit of a buffer with some good boy points before I, you know, start trying to get this droid, because let me tell you, Pops, you're gonna be real proud of me in just a little bit.
This is how we Jedi should always act. With honor.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Also, while we're here, I just want to go ahead and address the fact that this guy, this bipedal, alpha-looking motherfucker, motherfucker decides that he wants to keep snorting and snouting the whole time when I'm having a conversation. I'm gonna put this thing down. I'll put an air gun up to its head and just... Wait, hold on a minute. What's that dangling in between his legs over there? Okay, hunting license. Hunting license. We gotta go get a hunting license. Hey, there's... Look, it's a Jawa. It's just a Jawa guy. They said talk to the Jawas. They would know where the ancient civilizations or whatever is. No, not talk to the Juhani. Talk to the Jawa. Okay, fine. Let's just get our therapy session out of the way.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Okay, what's a typical therapist question? What's your relationship like with your parents? You're apparently a lesbian, so I'm imagining not great. Nah, but in all seriousness, how you doing? You doing all right? You kind of just kind of showed up here. Like we almost fought. We fought in the middle of that grove. You decided to join our party, and what is this Jawa mad about? Dude, what's your deal?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
You're too fragile, Johnny. These gosh dang snowflake liberals and their cat girls and their feelings and their whatnot. Okay, no, what specifically is wrong? I mean, I can make a pretty educated guess on the fact that, again, you all fell to the dark side, thought you killed your master. Turns out the council just kind of gaslit you in that situation, so, yeah, what's up? What seems to be the problem?
I have been thinking about myself, about Quatra, and about my fall to the dark side.
What does the number 4 have to do with anything?
I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Oh boy, that's a loaded question, and we have no good options of dealing with it. I don't think I really care that much. If the tank cannot be removed, are you sure you need to be here? And evil Aaron Yeager would be fun to play, but yeah, I think we're going the light side route ultimately. So perhaps you just need more time. Let's not actually address the problem. Maybe you just need to wait it out.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
Great, another mouth to feed. Gosh, dog, Aaron is ruthless. Look, if I see you begin to slip back, I will intervene. That is a threat. If you do anything to step out of line, let me tell you, I will put you down like the Shao Tucker abomination that you are. Nah, but if you, I don't know, start acting evil or something, I'll just be like, no, and get a little spritz bottle of water, and that'll probably calm you down. Look, you're fine, Juhani. You have nothing to worry about. You don't have to worry about struggling with the darkness. Nothing's gonna be here to help you, I don't know, tempt you to fall back into evil. Hey, look, it's the Foot Clan.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
What's the reward? A treatment for jaundice? Because, buddy, you need it. You know what? I just realized that the combat in this game reminds me of how you can, pick and choose what you do before the fight even begins. Watch this. Firstly, select a high-grade explosive that I can throw into the middle of their ranks. After they recover from the shrapnel, discombobulate. I use the force on another one to push him back so I don't have to deal with him this very instant. Return to the one who is stunned, continue to use my flurry attack, hoping I can stun them again, and continue to discombobulate. Okay, getting sucked into a tornado was not on my list of things that was supposed to happen here. Okay, new plan. Use the pause screen glitch to heal myself, then return to the fight, heal myself again, and I still think there's some merit to the whole stunning. Oh, no, I'm just dead, okay. Why does it always come down to this? It's always just Cander's left alive. Cander's running away from the enemies who are chasing me through the streets. I'm sorry, is no one gonna intervene on my behalf? This game sucks. Okay, this game sucks. Okay, come on, you've got this, Aaron. You've got this, you've got this, you've got this. I really hope you've got this. Oh, okay, oh my goodness. Okay, well, yeah, I guess the mines I left behind me weren't really, necessary, but I'm glad they were there. Jawa, you better be careful where you're walking. Now, as for these Slipknot fans right here, let's see what they had on them. Alright, a red crystal and a short lightsaber, so if you want a little stubby Shoto blade, we got that now. This guy's got a data pad, he's got a crystal named, Diamond. I guess, it's like diamond, but, not that. It's also got some sort of shield that kind of looks like those little Japanese pot dudes. What are they, yokai, or I don't know what they're called. He's got a double-bladed lightsaber, and a dark Jedi Knight robe. So, you know, if we wanted to, like, dress up more like Anakin, we could do that too. This datapad contains detailed descriptions of you and Bastila. It also has a brief message. Bastila has escaped from Terrace. Whoever can find and dispose of her and her Jedi companion will be greatly rewarded by Lord Malak himself. Okay, so that explains what they were doing here. I guess the best course of action here is to wear their clothes and disguise ourselves. Or at least me. Look at this, how form-fitting it is. It makes me look slimmer. I like it. I'm sorry, did we not just talk like 5 minutes ago? What, you kill a man and now you're worried about... Okay, actually, that's a pretty reasonable response. Okay, how about you tell me how you became a Jedi? Which, according to illiterate Star Wars fans, is probably going to be something like, oh, I was abducted from my home as a baby and I wasn't given a choice and my parents were given a choice. I was ripped from their arms. Because no one understands how the Jedi actually get new members. Like, don't get me wrong, it's funny to joke about that. It's hilarious joking about that. But like the people who actually think that's what the Jedi do, I cannot begin to tell you how dead wrong you are. And we're not on Reddit, so you can't just ban my comment. Go ahead, put your little fedora back on and go read the God Delusion. I'm gonna keep quoting scripture and pretending I'm Bible man roaming around the galaxy. I'm much happier with my life than you are.
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Not particularly, but you know, I did say I was going to make more of an effort in this playthrough to get to know you better, so yeah, I do want to know. Tell me how you became a Jedi.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived, a hind end of space, a pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Typical childish naivety. I was never involved with the Jedi. I only like Sith, the great... Why am I pretending I got a Star Wars straw man argument in my comment section? You guys are actually cool. Look, it's fine. Like, Juhani, you say that like it's a bad thing. We were all enthralled with the mystique of the Jedi. That's probably what drew most of us into Star Wars in the first place. Like, that's just a cool idea. You're fine to be, like, enthralled with the Jedi. I'm assuming that means you met a Jedi at some point.
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was old, and maybe a little enamored.
Hold on, enamored? What do you mean you were enamored with them?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi, to lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child, but this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Tatooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
First off, I wasn't the one who redeemed you. The only one who can redeem you is Jesus Christ. He is Lord. That's why I put the Bible Man outfit back on, just to say this. But also, look, totally understandable that you're feeling a lot of self-doubt. I mean, you know, you did try to kill me, and you thought you killed your master back in the Grove, and then it turned out the Jedi had kind of gaslit you into thinking you killed her, and you actually didn't, and then you were struggling with that until I came along, and I could have 100% could have killed you because they said to clean the taint from the Grove, even though they kept encouraging me not to. Look, it was a very complicated situation with a lot of complicated emotions going into that, and I understand why you are concerned about falling back into the dark side. But listen, you're here with us. You got us. You got friends. I know you're apprehensive. I know you're a little shaken. We'll help each other out in this, okay? You got me. You got Bastila when she's not being uptight. You've got Karth whenever he's not being an untrustworthy conspiracy theorist. You've got Mission and Zalbar whenever I'm not leaving them on the ship. And you got Candace right here. Just he's such a great listener. He stood right there in the corner of the screen and didn't say a word during our conversation. Okay, so y'all want to know the funny bit? So I kept walking this way because I thought that's where the Czerka offices was, because, you know, I'm going to get my hunting license and, you know, do that. And then I realized, you know, that's where we talked to the lady, and this is where the, not the Foot Locker. This is where the Czerka offices are. Like, right here, literally, like, less than, like, 10 yards away. I don't know why she was like, it's in the middle of town. You could have pointed to the door. Also, this Foot Locker is here. Hey, you don't mind if I check this out, do you? Nah, of course not. I'll, take this singular credit that you left in here. Yeah, it's mine now. You're not gonna miss it.
Toma, wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira, tok chingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes, uba batu goji, tong nong bong shang yung yang, tong patok smakdelia.
Ooh, boy, what did I just walk in on?
Ina kun ma rulira rachikun, slimo patona, undi hadong da chihong kapi, la boda ni winki smak toma, wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira, tok chingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes.
Well, man, that guy sure had some strong feelings on capitalism, but I'm sure the space Amazon back here's never done anything bad to mistreat its workers. Wait, what do you mean they only have a 15-minute break and they gotta walk to the other side of a Star Destroyer if they want to use the bathroom, and then they gotta get back there in time to start work again? Ooh, baby, you are looking fine. And by fine, I mean, you know, you just look fine. Like, don't get me wrong, you're attractive, but, you know, I got Basila waiting for me back there on the ship, and you look like you like read a Pablo Picasso article on how to paint your face with all that makeup there.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Czerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
Oh man, and voiced by Great Elise on top of it all. Wait, hold on, what do you mean you're not selling hunting licenses? I need to get a hunting license!
There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
Hold on. So you're telling me people are just using this hunting license, which gets you outside of the walls? They're using it for no other reason than just to go outside the walls? What's out there? Genuinely speaking, like, don't get me wrong, I'm about to do the exact same thing to do that. But I got a purpose. Who's going out into the sands of Tatooine to just go for a leisurely stroll? Look, is there any way I can get a license from you?
Normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting.
Oh no, who do you want me to kill? And is it like someone trying to unionize the banana farms on Alderaan?
The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sandcrawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
Okay, let's just think about this logically. First off, you just compared the Sand People to being like literal animals, which, depending on the medium they're presented in, isn't entirely inaccurate, but, you know, we are also living in the 21st century, so someone's going to be sympathetic to them. But the thing is, even if I do have to find a way to be like, oh, hey, we're cool with the Sand People, it's me, Lasan Al-Gaib, I'm cool with these guys, I'm probably at least going to run into one or two who are going to die. And if they die, well, I mean, the gaffy sticks are going to be laying there, and I'd be ashamed for them to start collecting rust out there, now wouldn't it? Look, it gets me outside the city walls. I'm going to make some money from the hunting, and now I'm going to make some extra money if I happen to run into any Tusken Raiders, and who, yeah, I'll do this. I'm wearing black. I'm evil right now.
Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Czerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea.
La boda ni winki smak toma, wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira, tok chingbang non kek.
Oh boy, look, is this about the whole killing the Sand People thing? Like, dude, I had to get a hunting license somehow, okay?
Abi just kuna jitanai, ina kun ma rulira rachikun, slimo patona. Undi hadong da chihong kapi, la boda ni winki smak toma, wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira, tok chingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes, kuyabi just kuna jitanai, ina kun ma rulira rachikun, slimo patona. Undi hadong da chihong kapi.
Yeah, of course there's another option, okay? Have you ever played a Star Wars game before? Or an RPG, for that matter?
Kuyabi just kuna jitanai, ina kun ma rulira rachikun, slimo patona. Undi hadong da chihong kapi, la boda ni winki smak toma, wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira, tok chingbang non kek, tok Ninja Mura Rabes.
Okay, well then what do you suggest we do? Like, look, I'm all for not wiping out a whole race of people. That's historically a pretty bad thing to do. But how am I supposed to go about this? Am I supposed to hire a robot who's actually like an assassin droid who can actually speak Tuscan, and then I'm going to have to negotiate with them somehow? That's what you think is going to happen here?
Abi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chihokabi. La boda ni winki smaktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona.
Wait, hold on. Is the Jedi being here a few years ago, is that a reference to something? That's probably some sort of, like, Knights of the Old Republic comic or something from the 90s, if I had to guess. Also, listen, while I ultimately agree with you, like, why don't you do something about it, okay? Mr. All Talk, get someone else. You can address the problem yourself. You have the ability to do that.
Ninja Mira Rabes. Kuyabi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chihokabi. La boda ni winki smaktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mira rabes.
Oh, look at the pragmatist over here. Okay, I get it. So, you know, we gotta kill some, we gotta, you know, we're making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. We can't fret over every egg, I guess. Okay, I got Jedi robes, and could I do that instead of taking one of their still suits? Okay, let's just sell the plate and then get some money back, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with everything else in here. Hey, yo, check it out, Gamorreans. I haven't seen you guys since the sewers on Terrace. Would happen to be the same ones. Are you? We got Gurk, Ugzak, and Narcall. So I'm just calling you Gherkin, Zaxby's, and Narcotics. Does that sound good to you three? You boys better watch yourself. Ramadan is coming up, and I'm not afraid to get a little haram, because I'll have some pig blood on my hands, let me tell you. Hold on, no, what if I wanted advice? I'm sure you're very smart. I could hear what they have to say. No, never mind, I take back the slightly offensive thing I said a moment ago. You guys wouldn't be good for, like, I don't know, looking for stuff. I know Jawas are who I'm probably going to end up helping us, or probably the Sand People, if we're being perfectly honest, but, maybe I could send these guys out, see if they can't find anything, and I just now realized they're all wearing black lacy thongs. That's their thighs. Oh yeah, maybe I turn you boys into a couple of non-kosher hot dogs. How does that sound, huh? Maybe you'll get a healthy amount of knuckles and snouts as I shove them into your intestines. How about that, bucko? Yeah, and these little piggies went wee all the way home like the little bitches that they is. Oh crap, I got dark side points. Well, it better, because these hunting licenses are apparently a rare commodity around these parts. Now, I got something I want to sell you. Ooh, there's not an option to barter. Well, you know what? I got my flat 500, and I got a contract to get some gaffy sticks, and I can obviously go get more raids. So, yeah, that'll do nice. Why did you? Did you have to step closer to me while you said that? I'm kind of thinking you want me to sell Juhani back there. She ain't for sale, buddy. That's my house cat. I mean, my friend. What about you? You got anything to sell or trade? And of course, just like everyone else in this game, he's got a unique item, which is just some random string of words on top of a weapon. We got Jurgen's Kalta's carbine over here, as opposed to the regular blaster carbine. It's really not that much better for literally 4,000 credits more. Oh, never mind, it's got an attack modifier. Maybe it's decent. There is actually something I wanted to take care of real quick while I was thinking about it. Now, I'm a level with you all. As you probably have guessed, I haven't done a great job of properly allocating my stats this game. And it doesn't help that the fact that there's been multiple times during this playthrough I have lost a significant amount of progress while playing through a game, in which case sometimes when I've leveled stuff up, it doesn't stay leveled up. Case in point, I'm pretty sure you can go back and watch these videos, and on at least 2 separate occasions, you can see that I upgraded my two-handed skill to max it out, but if you were to look at my skills nowadays, you would see that I am not a master of two-hand weapon fighting, even though I have started building Aaron to do that, because, you know, whole Aaron Jaeger, also just cool to dual-wield weapons. Now, speaking of dual-wielding, there is something I did want to do real quick. First, I'm going to edit my lightsaber a little bit. I'm going to do something cool. I'm going to give it a green, and we got a Bondar, which is the energy damage. Sorry, no, this is the one that stuns. 25 save DC. What was the other one I had? Rubat, was this the one that stuns? Damage attack, no, that's good. Someone told me that the Bondar isn't actually a good crystal. What is probably a decent crystal, at least right now, is my attack up 3. That's always just generally good to have. I'm going to give myself a green lightsaber. Now, the reason I'm doing that is I'm also going to take this short lightsaber here. I'm going to edit it. I'm actually going to keep the blade red because of something very interesting. And that is the fact that those of y'all who are familiar with the extended universe, or expanded universe, sorry, are going to know this, but there's a character who had a green lightsaber, as well as a smaller red Shoto lightsaber blade, and that was none other than our boy, Luke Skywalker. Now, why I've done that is I've decided I do want to start dual wielding. I've gotten a couple lightsabers at this point. I didn't talk about it. I actually got, I think, 2 or 3 whenever I killed that Mandalorian back on Tatooine, plus the several I just got from those the ninjas back here in town. So I am going to be rocking the Luke Skywalker fit and loadout for a little bit here, because this came to me in a dream, and this looks hard as heck, okay? Like, you know what, no, we gotta get back outside. The camera's too close to get the full effect. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me this doesn't go unbelievably hard, okay? The black okay, my arm looks like, okay, the way the texture on the arm shadow looks like my arm had been dislocated for some reason. But going back to this, again, red and blue, is it Christmas colors? Sure, but let me tell you, you only gotta be worried if you're on my naughty list. That was so lame. Why did I say that?